Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Olga, I'm from Ukraine and I came to Germany 4.5 years ago to first study my master's here, and now I am working here already and living in Germany. I decided to create this YouTube channel in order to help the immigrants, the international students, all the people that are only planning to come to Germany for any reason, to accommodate to the life here easier and to make the whole process much easier and comfortable for you. Today, the topic of my video is going to be the insurances in Germany. This is a huge topic, to be honest, and before I came to Germany, I didn't even know about the existence of certain insurances, and also I didn't know that some insurances are mandatory here in Germany, so they are required by law, and if you don't have them, you might get problems. So today I'm gonna split the video in two parts. First part is going to be the mandatory insurances in Germany, and the second part is going to be non-mandatory but nice to have insurances in Germany. And let's start with the mandatory ones. So the first mandatory insurance and the most important insurance in Germany is the health insurance. Normally you need to open the health insurance before you come to Germany because you need it for your visa. I had to open one before I actually applied to get my visa to come to Germany. But for those countries, for those of you who do not make visa in order to come to Germany, I really recommend to open the health insurance before you come to Germany, or the latest as soon as you arrive, because this is really important. You may think that your health insurance that you have in your home country will work here, and this is not always the case, so you have to get the information whether it works or not. And I also know some people that they came here and they were not informed, so they were living here for months or even years without any health insurance. This is a requirement to have the insurance here, so those people, they got the fine for all the months and all the years that they have been living here without any insurance, and they had to pay a lot of money just because they didn't have one. And also, if you think about it, if you get in trouble or if you get sick, you will have to pay crazy amounts of money for the medical help here. And if you have the insurance, obviously it will cover all those costs. Also, you have to know that you are free to choose which insurance you would like to have. You are free to choose the company that you will be insured with, but you can also choose whether it's going to be the private or the public health insurance. I might probably make a separate video about the insurances, because like the health insurances, because this is like a huge topic. There are certain criteria that exists in order for you to kind of know which insurance you have to open. I mean, the public or the private one. So yeah, let's come to the next one. So the second mandatory insurance in Germany is the car insurance, or Kfz-Versicherung. Obviously, if you have the car here. And the liability part of this insurance is mandatory. So you have to have this insurance in order that if you damage someone's car, this insurance is going to cover the cost that you will have to pay to the person that you damaged the car. The costs are really different and they include so many subjective factors that I would really recommend you to go to any website of any car insurance that you can find here in Germany. You can just estimate there a price, because you can type in all the data about you, about your car, about how many years you have your driving license and all of that, and then you will see approximately how much you will have to pay per year and per month, whatever, in order for you to know the certain amount that you have to count for. And the third mandatory insurance in Germany is the dog liability insurance. The same obviously with the car, only if you have a dog here. So you have to have these insurances in certain states here in Germany. This is Berlin, Brandenburg, Lower Saxony, Hamburg, and Thuringia, if I'm not mistaken. All other states, they do not require for you to have this insurance if you have a dog, but there are certain dangerous breeds that are obliged to have one, so you have to have informed if you decide to get yourself a puppy. Those were the three insurances that are mandatory in Germany. Now let's come to the insurances that are not mandatory, but they are still nice to have if you live in Germany. And the first one is the personal liability insurance, or the personal Haftpflichtversicherung. This is the insurance that covers the damage that you cause to other people or their property. You can get and cover only yourself, or you can also include other members of your family in your insurance. So why this insurance is nice to have? The thing is that in Germany, in German law, there is no limit to the amount someone can claim against you. So this insurance kind of helps to avoid nasty accidents that may cost you a lot of money. Also, the cost for this insurance is not that high. Normally, you are able to find one under 100 euros a year. I personally do not have such an insurance, but I am sure that when I'm gonna get kids, I will for sure open one, yeah, because the kids are the kids. If you kind of have this spare money, I would really recommend you to have one. You will know that if something happens and someone comes accusing you that you caused any damage, then you are fine and you are covered. The next, not compulsory but also nice to have insurance in Germany, is the household contents insurance, or Hausratversicherung. This is the insurance that covers the cost which was caused by fire, storm, vandalism or theft, the furniture and things that you have in your apartment. This is not mandatory, however, sometimes this is like a requirement to certain rental contracts, especially to the furnished properties. The cost is normally not that high and you may get this insurance for like less than 50 euros per year. But it also depends on how many items you're going to insure. So you have to think about this insurance if you have like really expensive furniture items, if you have really good stuff at home, and you have to write down all the things that you insured, and you also have to take pictures of them in order to make sure that everything is included and you are safe. But I personally do not have such an insurance, and yeah, I mean, for now I do not really need to have one, even though I'm renting already the furnished apartment. And also in some big cities, bike theft is a problem. You might think of having such an insurance for your bike, and you have to ask there if the bike is included in this amount that you're paying for this insurance, or you have to open separate insurance for your bike. Another nice to have insurance in Germany is when you decide to buy a house in Germany, or you would like to build a house in Germany. And this is like a building insurance or Wohngebäudeversicherung. And this insurance covers the damage like the fire, water, theft, vandalism, storm to the building. Obviously, if you're renting an apartment, then this cost should be taken by your landlord. Normally what this insurance covers, it covers the walls of your building, also the roofs, the floors, the basement and the windows. But you have to ask, because the windows are not always included in this insurance. If you decide to open such an insurance, you have to definitely make an appointment with your insurance agent in order for him to get all the correct information about the measurements of your house, about the material which was used in order to build that house, also the year this house was built, like all the things are included. So make sure that your insurance agent gets all the correct information about your property. So the next nice to have insurance is the private accident insurance, or the Unfallversicherung. Normally, if you are working in Germany, then your employer provides you with this insurance, but it covers any damage caused to you or your health on the way to work, at work, or when you're coming back home from work. All the other times it's not included, so it might be really useful for some people to have this insurance if you're doing sports, or if something happens in the household, then this insurance works for you. So all the costs caused by the accident are going to be covered. Those costs that kind of limit your abilities for a long term, for example, also care costs or alterations to your home or vehicles, is going to be covered by this insurance. The private accident insurance doesn't cover the loss of earnings which may be caused by the accident. In order for that to be covered, you have to open a specific insurance which is called Berufsunfähigkeitsversicherung, which is the insurance that covers the costs or like the loss of earnings due to the accident that may happen with you. So this private occupational disability insurance, or this Berufsunfähigkeitsversicherung, really makes sense. It may offer you a comprehensive coverage, but it may be quite pricey because of the amount of people that are now becoming not able to work. And also this insurance includes a lot of factors. So if you're working in the high risk work, or you have, even if you have a high risk hobbies, it may also cause that you will have to pay more money for this insurance. Another nice to have insurance, and I'm actually thinking about opening one, is the legal insurance, Rechtsschutzversicherung. This is the insurance that covers the solicitary as well as the court costs. This insurance really makes sense because these costs are really super high. It kind of secures you to any situation that may happen in your life. And also this insurance is not that cheap, so this is going to be starting from 170 euros per year, but most likely you will have to pay like 340 or even more. But I mean, this is something that you have to kind of sacrifice in order to be safe and in order to know that if something happens, then you're going to be covered. Another nice to have insurance, but mostly to the elderly people, is the life insurance, or Risikolebensversicherung. This insurance covers or like pays the money to the people that you leave behind if your death occurs. So you can include the people you want to insure. So you can include the people that you may call the beneficiary of this money, or it might be your closest family members. Also, this insurance includes a lot of certain factors: the age, the health, state, and all of that stuff. So this insurance will take care of the people who are dependent on you, also the outstanding payments and mortgages or bank loans. So it really makes sense to have. The next nice to have insurance is the dental insurance, or the Zahnzusatzversicherung. I really recommend that to anyone who has the public insurance. Yes, public insurance covers already a little bit of your teeth treatments, but not all. And especially if you have like difficult surgeries or like difficult teeth treatment, or you have problems with your teeth, this is really advisable to have this insurance, because it will cover up to 100% of the money that you will have to pay in order to get your teeth done. I have this insurance and I am paying like 18 euros a month for it, but I know that I will have 2 professional cleanings a year which are covered, and also anything that I will have to have done on my teeth is going to be covered. So it's pretty nice to have that one. I'm coming to the end because the sun is gonna shine in my face soon. Last insurance which is nice to have in Germany is the Auslandsversicherung, Auslandsreiseversicherung, or the travel insurance. Normally, if you have the private health insurance, that includes already the worldwide coverage, but if you have the public one, then it's not the case. And I would really recommend you to open the additional travel insurance, because when it comes to the point, especially in the times of Corona, that you have to get some treatment abroad, it may cost you a lot of money. Believe me, I went through that, and it doesn't really cost you a lot of money to open this insurance. I pay like 10 euros per year, but then I get all the costs that I might end up paying if some accident or some health problems occur abroad during the time that I travel. They are going to be covered. So I really recommend that one. So that's it. Obviously, there are also more insurances that exist in Germany. I was also surprised when I researched and when I actually got to know a lot of different insurances that exist, and I have never heard of them. But I named all the most important ones for you. The most important that you know the mandatory insurances in Germany and that you have them. Obviously, the health insurance, and also if you have a car or a dog, those ones. But all the rest is up to you, and you decide, only you decide if you need them or not. I just share with you my opinion, what I think makes sense and what not. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. I really hope it was useful for you and you got some new information for you. I hope you subscribe to my channel. If not, please do that now and like this video, and see you in the next videos. Bye!